No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Not much doubt that Clemson and Texas turned in one of the best first-round playoff games on campus last year. Can you believe that was their first meeting ever?
It was amazing to think about that. 2 storied programs last year going at it for the first time. When I think back to that game, all the injuries Texas had to overcome. 2 guys on the offensive line. Quintravion Wisner went out in that game, and still Sark and Texas were able to overcome and win.
And Dabo, after that point, has made some changes, right? Goes to the portal, replaces his defensive coordinator so this defense can get back to the Clemson defenses of old.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Quick completion on the out. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. And the Longhorns are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Big loss on the last play. Threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense drags him down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Longhorns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability...
He caught it! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They're bellowing out Texas fight right now as the Horns are ready after that touchdown drive.
And what a great way to start. Get the crowd jacked up. When you do something good like this early, that burnt orange is going absolutely bananas in the stands. And the rest of the game, the defense, the special teams, everybody feeds off their great energy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Klubnik. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw for it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Longhorns are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Manning. Trying to barrel in. And he will score. Touchdown, Texas. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the wild. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. What is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the ball comes to rest right there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Longhorn! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's past the 30. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited, and if he plays up to that standard week in, week out, Clemson's going to be really tough to beat.
He leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, if they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
Well, they do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it to the back. Ran through the contact. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so
going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Rushes on him. Working the middle. On the move at the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Right on the money.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on third and short. Lost one deep down the right side. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on third and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, and just because you have the shot play called on third down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air, it's Klubnik. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle, it's Randall. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. It's complete. They'll ride him out of bounds the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pulls it in. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action. Oh, they're after it. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Going to the run to start this second half. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Manning. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Lining lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Haynes. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Randall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Davidson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Randall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the move. And the ball's on the ground. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Let's go! Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, number 19. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Steps away to find some room. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
They're going to ride this running back. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. A little screen to the running back. Headed to the end zone. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a latent touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Wingo. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Manning. Here's a heat. Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
He wants a big play here late. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Good enough for a first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep end.
After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.